Howdy folks, it is Diecastbuffet here again with one of the most anticipated diecast reviews of the entire year. Yes, it is Kyle Busch's 2023 Alsco Chevrolet Camaro. You would think it's 2005 and you're playing NASCAR 06 because Kyle Busch is in a Chevrolet, and how cool is this freaking paint scheme? Holy cow. See, when I talk about using all of the real estate on these next-gen cars, Alsco gets the memo. This is so freaking cool, guys. Look at this Kyle Busch box. Wow. There's two Kyle Busch diecasts that are available at Circle B Diecast. Get them while you last, fellas. Of course, you can use that promo code down below if they're still in stock. Any orders $30 more, use code DIECASTbuffet. But my point is, these things are going to sell like hotcakes. Don't be the Joe Schmo that misses out. Let's go ahead and get it out of the box, fellas. Alrighty, folks, we're out of the good old box, and holy cow, man. Is this diecast beautiful? Look, I love the color green on race cars, and this is kind of a, I would say more of an obscure shade of green, and boy, does it look good on a freaking diecast. You know, 2023, and it's a very throwback year. Obviously, at the time of this video, only half the season has been in the books, and it's the 75th anniversary. So you have Kyle Busch back at a Chevrolet, right? Jimmy Johnson returns. Ryan Newman returns. North Wilkesboro returns. NASCAR is at Le Mans, which I think the last time they did something was back in the 70s. It is such a throwback year for NASCAR in more ways than one. So you got Alsco uniforms. It pays to keep clean. It would have been really funny if he ran this at the Bristol Dirt Race. I love this paint scheme, guys. This is beautiful. Just a bright, I would say kind of like a candy apple green. Not like a metallic candy apple, but just like a, you know, like a, what do they call it? Not a starburst, but just some type of candy, and it has that bright green color to it, and it tastes really good. That's what it reminds me of. Don't eat the diecast. Let's get the number 8 right there. You got Sudoku, you got RCR, you got the Chevrolet bow tie, and there's some detail on the side panels of this car. Just holy cow, man. Just look at this. Yeah, the dark to light transitions here, and these wheels, bro, they're metallic. So you have that metallic dark gray with the black race car with the spoiler and the splitter. I mean, a lot of people are probably going hooting and hollering over the, you know, the 3Chi car, or of course the you know, I just dropped the box, but the Lenovo car, Lenovo, whatever the biff that is, and perhaps the Lucas Oil car. But quietly, this might be my favorite Kyle Busch paint scheme of the year. I don't know why, bro, but this thing is amazing. Now, I don't know if the McLaren car, not the IndyCar McLaren, or the McLaren Grills car he won Talladega with. I don't know if that car is going to get made in the 164 in the clean scale. I can almost guarantee you the Talladega one's going to get made. But my point is, this is one of my favorites, if not my favorite. Now, unfortunately, the back wheel here has got a little bit of a bugaboo. I think it's the way the plastic was riveted. It didn't put the wheel all the way in. Let me test if it rolls real quick. Oh, it rolls perfectly fine, guys. So no worries. So even though it looks a little bit different, it rolls fine. So you got Goodyear right there. I like the yellow color there. Cup Series 75th anniversary. Got that really cool number 8 font. You got Alsco. Whole side panel. That's how you do it. You know, don't do what Raptor does and literally just use half of a door panel. Use the whole shebang. That's how you advertise. Got Cheddars. And I got to give huge props here. Cheddars, usually their cars are orange, right? Well, guess what? They actually changed their coloring to green. What? You never see that on sponsors. You never see that where they'll change their entire color of their logo outside of black or white, because, you know, it's the competition. You know, if it's, you wouldn't see like Pennzoil do like red from like, or not red, but what's the example, like Chevron blue or whatever the biff it is. You know, you wouldn't see something like that because it's competition. You wouldn't see a Target logo that's blue because it looks like the other retail stores. You got Alsco uniforms at the back end. You got Camaro ZL1 Okuma. Beautiful, beautiful race car. Now, the diecast mold is the same as last year, so it's the same as the 2022s, but that's okay, right? In my honest opinion, that is okay, because I think this diecast mold is absolutely beautiful. I'm in love with these logos that are sideways and they go across the whole side panel. I'm really beginning to notice that my favorite next-gen cars are the ones that just take the whole side logo. And I think the reason why is it reminds me so much of rallycross racing. If you've seen like the Ken Block, Dave Mirra, Travis Pastrana, Tanner Faust cars from like the 2000s or the 2010s, they take up so much advertisement space sometimes. And that's what it reminds me of. Use the whole race car like a billboard. You got the number 8 on the roof. Very unique number font. I do kind of wish it was a little bit symmetrical at the bottom, like it curved. But you know what? I'm all for, you know, a little bit of uniqueness. And why not? So you got Alsco right there on the roof. You got Busch. It's so weird seeing him in a Chevrolet, man. I mean, to put this in perspective, this would be like being a Cowboys fan and seeing like Tony Romo or Troy Aikman playing for the Eagles. That's literally what it's like. You got Alsco uniforms. I tell you what, man. Kyle Busch's signing of 2007 to Joe Gibbs Racing, I think that, yeah, the deal was inked in 2007. And the deal that was inked in 2022 to go to Richard Childress Racing, there is so many similarities with Dale Jr. because Jr. leaves DEI. He was going to go to Joe Gibbs Racing, right? Perhaps drive the 18 car, or maybe they would have renumbered it to the 81. I have no idea. But anyways, he was going to go to Joe Gibbs Racing for a buttload of money, denied it, went to Hendrick Motorsports. So he left the 8 car to take Kyle Busch's spot at Hendrick Motorsports. Kyle Busch leaves Hendrick because Hendrick doesn't want him, goes to Joe Gibbs Racing, and then after, you know, what, 15-something seasons, Joe Gibbs Racing kind of gives him the shaft, and then he goes to Childress and drives the 8 car. So it's funny how everything came full circle. And to add even a Larry McNugget to that, Texas Spring 2007, I think it was a spring race, Kyle Busch wrecked out and he thought his car couldn't be repaired, from what I remember. Dale Jr. was already out of the race. He got in the 5 car and started driving it. So it's just fascinating. The last 2 biggest NASCAR free agency signings in history, right, are so similar. Kyle Busch and Dale Jr. The numbers, the teams, it just came full circle. It's like North Wilkesboro. Fontana 2 mile goes away, North Wilkesboro comes back. It's just Texas, you know, it falls apart nowadays. One race, 400 miles. Everything in NASCAR comes full circle. Just really interesting. So, just want to give my 2 cents on that. But guys, if you have not picked up this diecast, I know the diecast renders sometimes, they're kind of, I don't know, kind of pale, right? They're kind of bland, you know, it's like looking at a cereal box with no color. But I tell you guys, if you had to choose between these 2 right here, get the Alsco car. Holy cow, it is a beautiful, beautiful diecast. And if you're in the market to get the Lenovo car, I actually recommend you getting the Tyler Reddick Texas Win. It's a very similar paint scheme, obviously different number font from 2022, but that's the only, I think, official, true, normal release Tyler Reddick next-gen Childress car it's going to be made. The 3G cars are actually considered promos, at least for now. If they don't sell enough of them, they might liquidate them to, you know, places like a Circle B Diecast or whatever. We have seen that in the past where promos will basically get liquidated to diecast dealers, you know, maybe like a wholesale. I doubt that's going to happen because they're selling like hotcakes, but I just cannot stress enough. This is a sleeper diecast for sure. If I had to give it a 1 out of 10 scale, I got to go with a 9.5 out of 10. I'm in love with the green, the black, the transitions, the logo placement. They used the whole hood. They didn't pull a Ricky Stenhouse Jr. Kroger and just use this little tidbit here. Whole side panel. I'm just thrilled. It is so weird seeing Kyle Busch in a Chevrolet. I'm just going to keep it real. Now, obviously, as being, you know, a 2000s NASCAR fan, I may have never watched him on TV drive a Chevrolet, but I certainly played plenty of NASCAR video games that had him in a Chevy. So it is weird, man. Strange times. So I think that was a song on NASCAR 09. I think it was. Strange times. It really is, indeed. So thank you all so much for watching. Make sure to give the video a huge thumbs up. Diecastbuffet, God bless. Signing off.